So let's begin our installation. Tools required for installation. A 16-foot or larger tape measure, 3-foot or larger level, a socket set with 9/16 socket, a drill with a 1/2-inch bit, 50 feet of string, and a drill or impact wrench with a 3/8-inch driver. Let's begin by setting up our first 5x8 platform. We will do this by connecting two 4x5 platforms. First, let's take a look at the platform. Our platforms have a male and female end to them. The female end is used to run a ramp section off from or to connect another platform to it. Because we are connecting two platforms, we want the female end to face away from the door. Before we set the landing in place, let's insert our legs. Because we are setting up over the step, we will require shorter legs. Our support legs are 1.5" square with a foot pad welded on. Some legs will come with a 1/2 foot pad. These legs are used in certain areas. For the first platform and the end closest to the threshold, we will use 20-inch legs with 1/2 foot pads. This will allow us to turn the leg under the platform and push the platform up tight against the threshold. Measure your rise to set the first legs and insert them using the same measurement from the top of the platform to the bottom of the foot pad. Do the same for the other end. Tighten the bolt just enough to hold the leg snug while you place your platform in place. This will allow you to level out the platform once you set it up. Do not over-tighten the leg support bolt. The bolt should be tight, but does not have to be fully inserted in the welded nut. Now make sure your platform is level and up tight against the threshold. Okay, let's get our second platform in place. Because we are connecting two platforms, you will only need leg supports on the female side of the second platform. The male side will drop into the female groove on the first platform and will be supported by the legs on the first platform. Now, once this platform is set and level, we can begin our first ramp run installation. Our ramps are designed to lock in with the handrails on each platform. Because of this, you need to make sure your ramp is pushed to the outer edge of your first platform, as shown here. And set your second platform to make sure the outside edge lines up with your ramp run. Take a quick look at our ramp sections. They also have a male and female end. The male end is the top of the ramp. Note too that you will have one ramp starter section with a built-in transition. This is the last section installed. Now, using a string to determine your ramp pitch makes the installation go quicker. We recommend that you tie off a string from the top landing surface to the bottom landing surface as shown here. Keep the string tight. You will allow your ramp sections to match up with the pitch you just created with the string. When beginning your ramp run off a platform, you will either insert the male end of the female groove of the platform and not use legs to support it, or you will use legs to support it and butt it up against the platform. In this application, we will butt the ramp up against the platform. Measure your height from the ground to the platform. Because we're going to butt the ramp up to the platform and use legs to support it, the leg on the ramp section that meets up in the corner of the platform will need to be a 1/2 pad leg. This will keep the ramp leg from interfering with the platform leg. The other legs will be standard legs. Insert the legs in the top of the ramp section and set at the measured height. Tighten slightly so that they stay in place. And now install the bottom legs, but drop them approximately 6 inches less than the top legs. Slightly tighten them to hold them in place. Now put your ramp section in place, making sure it's pushed up against the platform. Next, you will adjust your legs. First, adjust the top to match up with the surface of the platform. Now, adjust your bottom legs to allow the pitch of the ramp to match the pitch of the string. Now you will add your second ramp section. Because you will drop the top male part into the female groove of your first ramp section, you will only need support legs at the bottom. Insert the standard legs approximately 6 inches less than the end of the ramp section in front of it. Tighten it to hold in place. Now lift your section into place by placing the male end of the new section into the female groove of the first ramp. Once in place and lined up, you can adjust your pitch to match the string. Now you're ready for your next section. This section will butt up against your second platform. Because you're going to butt up against this platform, again you will need to use a half pad leg in the outside corner of the ramp so that your platform leg and ramp leg don't interfere with each other. Adjust the height so that it matches the pitch and is even with your platform surface. Now you are ready to install your last run from the second platform to the ground. Install the next ramp section of the platform as done earlier. The last ramp section is the starter section. This will require two 20-inch legs with half pads. Install them with the pad facing outward as shown. Tighten, and now put your last section in place. With your ramps in place now, we need to add the handrail insert tubes. These tubes are about 20 inches in length and are put at the top of the ramp sections where there are no leg supports. When inserting these tubes, try and have about 10 inches showing on the top. Go through and install all rail tubes as needed. At this point, your ramp is ready for the handrails to be added.